Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you? Meaning credential, best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep it flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Set, stay back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Oh man, what?
Turn it up, y'all keep it flow.
Alright, we're gonna get it this time.
Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Yeah. Wind up in this bitch. Yeah. Wind up in this.
All right, Coach. So after 3 years as the home of the Chargers, it is most likely the final regular season home game at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Oakland Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So white 90, round 80. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Hey, Delta. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Good shot, D.
Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin.
Wide, get wide. Kill. Hey, Rocket.
On third down, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Set, round 80. Hit your camera. Double time. Hey, four down. Deuce. 0.
Play fake. Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Rivers now from the 50. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Hill. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Charger drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
90, Black 11! Q. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
First down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
White!
On second down, Rivers again. Able to get this to Gordon. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Red!
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a Temple program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
Yeah, a nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 18-yard line. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Avery Williamson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Batchelor.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Down. 60 or.
Play action. It's Hill. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Ready? 18 Gators. Hey, box truck. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Look at me, zipper. Let's go, let's fight.
From the gun on third, Hill. And that is incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On the return, it's King. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal.
And now
Mike
this
Williams,
is intercepted. My goodness.
Jumped.
Picked by Darryl Worley. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Set, ready, 15, line.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Ready?
On 2nd and 12, Hill gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Alshon Jeffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Rivers. He's got it to Williams. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on,
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Hill, buying time to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
60 outlaw.
Hill on first down, and that is incomplete here. These two teams have been in the same division, meeting twice a year for decades, and there was some buzz in the press box earlier about the Holy Roller game in 1978. That's when Ken Stabler was about to get sacked, fumbled the ball, it got pushed forward, Dave Casper fell on it in the end zone, and the Raiders would win 21-20. And that was the catalyst for changing the offense's ability to advance a recovered fumble. A little history lesson for all you youngsters out there. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Hill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, 79! 79!
Throwing again. Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The first down throw here for Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Henry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with
Williams
Antonio
got
Gates'
away.
career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
23 yards on the play. A first down throw for Cousins. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control you.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jake Ryan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Oh, wow.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, LA! Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
That's fine. Letting me do anything. So it looks like I'm going to take a delay in doing here. I'm hitting the button, but it's not letting me. And I know it's responding because as soon as I hit the button to pause, it brings up how many pauses I have left. So
and that'll set him back 5.
there we go. Okay. Back to me now.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Bless you.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 5 now. Cousins. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, high 7.
Cousins. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Play fake. Cousins. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
I need to switch over to him.
Cousins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. This is the running back, Powell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Hill being chased out left. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll go option to the short side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 3rd and long. It's Hill. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Melvin Ingram in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Here's King. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Move. 4 down, check. 4 down.
Zero.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's got Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing, Rivers. Got his man, it's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Rivers now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Orange 5-4. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 50. Check 50.
On play action, Rivers. And it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Hey, Delta. I got him.
Here's Hill now after the interception. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Hill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
4 down. Check.
Wait, 89.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start the drive with a give to Powell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Hill steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
A shotgun snap for Hill. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Watch the screen.
On 1st down, Hill. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Powell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, but it's going to be 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Rivers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Agnew now to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
From the 21 and 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hill. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Hill. Dumps off to Powell. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So here we go on 4th. Hill, he's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Here's Hill. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Throwing again is Hill. He's going to find and complete it to Renfrow. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Now Hill. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Hunter Renfrow, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hey, echo. There you go. Get it.
To the air again. Hill. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case,
it got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rivers to throw it. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
in order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hill, it fights him off.
Ooh. Oh.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. But fortunately, and this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
The Charger drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This is Gordon as they go to him again, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Gordon. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the home team here, the win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I know the switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist. They say you switch it, you won't do it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no risk. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They elevated us,
You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the haters. I make a lot of new money. When the not saving. You be liking my flavor. I think it's cause I see on the rails. Watch out, please. I never switch. She never switch. I never switch. I never switch. I see the risk. I see the risk. I see the risk. I see the risk. I see the risk.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Can't got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex slick then